button. Ha ha! There we are. We are live and in it. We are back up in this bitch. And I apologize in advance to anyone watching there may be a bunch of sounds from Windows on my end because for whatever reason something USB related keeps getting disconnected and reconnected rapidly today, and I have not been able to diagnose it yet because there are no events being logged by Windows. Because imagine Windows actually giving you the tools to fix it when they themselves admit that every major feature in Windows 11 is broken. Also, there was a Payday 2 update today, so that's interesting.
Yeah. Thank God the mods are working.
Yeah. For real. I am going to change my outfit, though. In game.
Yeah, match me. Yeah.
There we go.
That's
pretty close.
There it is. Yo, that's the exact one I was thinking of too.
Yeah, I like the little guns on
and
there.
And I've got the blue one.
Or is that a drill?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a drill. Either way, it's good. Good. Anyways. But so
a lot of news today.
Yeah, it's come out that the article that people were misquoting and taking out of context and being shitty about online when it comes to Larry and using generative AI was intentionally, well, you know, I would say intentionally, but intentionally or not, seemingly intentionally, sort of misquoted by the original author of the article, Jason Schreier. So he is largely to blame for a lot of the backlash. But granted, even with the full context that he did finally release of the full interview, there's still people on Blue Sky that are having a fit. But Blue Sky's home to a bunch of pedophiles.
Blue Sky.
Yeah, pedophiles and rage baiting and I mean it's more violent. Like genuinely, it's crazy to me. People are so mad about Twitter having so much like vitriol on it, but people do get banned from Twitter for certain things because there's certain things you're not allowed to say by law, like advocating for violence. And so the people who do that on Twitter have been banned, and you know where they end up? Blue Sky, because Blue Sky doesn't moderate that.
Mm-hmm.
They are one of the people who does abuse the Section 230. So
yeah.
Imagine Jason Schreier being a major culprit behind the Larian hate. Imagine that. Probably the first time his name has been relevant since 2016.
Who is that guy again?
Even relevant then. He's a Kotaku journalist. He was. I don't know if he still is.
You don't even need to finish that.
One of the only reasons I even knew about him. Yeah, one of the only reasons I even knew about him is because Chris Reagan talked about him in a video back when Chris Reagan was still relevant.
Oh, yeah, right. How the
mighty have fallen.
Well, at least for one of them. And that one of them isn't Jason Schreier.
No, he was never mighty. As a matter of fact, actually the only accolade that Jason Schreier really has was that Chris Reagan thought he was the only journalist at Kotaku that was worth a shit. It was Kotaku or Polygon. I could be wrong about which one, but it's one of those two.
I think it was Kotaku.
I'm pretty sure it's Kotaku.
That was the one. Yeah, because that was the one who made an article about him, right? Was Kotaku?
Kotaku, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was Kotaku, unless for some reason.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Kotaku.
Yeah. And, I would go back and rewatch that video to corroborate, but I don't want to give Chris Reagan views anymore.
Because he clearly doesn't want them.
After he basically shat on his... Well, yeah, no. I'll totally go listen to his podcast. He sounds. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can go live up to your namesake, Chris, and go maul Donato in the corner by yourself because nobody gives a shit about you anymore. I don't care how good your podcast is doing. It's really shitty to dunk on your fans for wanting more of your content that they came to be fans of you from. That's an Ian an Ian Jomha type move, and nobody likes it. Clearly.
Yeah. Also, for the autistics in the audience who can't figure out what sarcasm is, if I was typing that out, it would have a /s on it.
Yeah, we're going to start using tone tags. I was in a server for a while that had tone tags, a tone tag dictionary.
Oh god.
Channel, and I'm just like,
a dictionary, bro.
Yeah, they literally had a full channel that was just tone tags to explain what tone tags are, how they work, and everything.
Why is the internet just filled with a bunch of hemophiliacs? Like,
yeah, it was one of the most sensitive groups of people that I've ever been a part of, and I bet I was with that group for many years, and because I was good friends with the owner of the server. And only recently did I leave it. And the funny thing is the entire time that I was in that safe space of sensitive little flowers, nobody ever used the tone tags. Not even once that I ever saw. Because who the fuck wants to add more work to writing out messages in Discord?
Instead of, using context clues. Mm-hmm. Like an adult.
Or just simple reading comprehension. Or just ask. If you don't get the tone of something, just say, like, or if somebody misconstrues your tone, just clarify. I wasn't meaning anything by this. I was meaning this by that. It's like just be an adult, talk openly. It was not a server that accepted minors, as far as I'm aware. At least I hope not, because people posted fucking nudes in there.
It's that Discord?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know you left that. I thought you were still friends with that person.
No, I left that the other day.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, after posting in there and multiple times with my art and
not doing anything,
you just kind of blown off. I mean, and that server for the most part, people don't just generally just talk in there. It's mostly just a trauma dump for the owner. And as much as I still respect her and everything,
get a therapist.
I don't really need to be in a server like that. Like, I've got other things to do with my time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh, I did want to tell you though that one of the great updates that I did see in the patch notes. I briefly skimmed them before stream, but the patch notes for Payday today. One of the actually good updates that you might care about is that skins for akimbo weapons can now be applied to the single variant, and single weapons can be applied to the weapon skins can be applied to the akimbo variant as well. So that's a huge improvement, I think. Yeah, they also did. This is why we need to give. What's that?
This is why we need to give modders more fucking like stuff. Modders are great.
Yeah. Well, no, that's like the it wasn't the modding teams that did that. It was the actual studio that's working on the game.
But I thought they were basically taking the mod. There was like a mod team that was like taking over.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. It's like a third-party studio. I don't think it was actually modders.
Oh, okay. Sorry. For some reason, I thought it was a third-party studio that was made up of modders.
It might have been. I can't remember. But yeah,
it's a good move.
It's a good move, and they also did like some interesting changes. Like I saw that they did. They have now color-coded zip lines. So like
really?
There's like the zip line attach points, right? Where you attach to them. So they've color coded the attach points on zip lines to signify whether they're there for people or for loot bags, so you can tell the difference at a glance.
Oh, that's awesome!
It's just better visual indications. That's good design. That's good. That's a good design language update. I think I like, and it's also like it fits like it's like diegetically, like it makes perfect sense in a certain way. I mean, it's not like the most sensible thing ever, but it's like still, it's like I think it'll fit in just beautifully.
Yeah.
With the game, so.
Also, welcome to the stream, Skagula.
Hello, Skag. Oh, I gotta reduce the size of the the Discord overlay. It's a little bit big. I changed how I do the Discord overlay on stream today, so.
Oh, really?
I haven't had a
Okay.
chance to test it though. There we go.
Oh my god, yeah, Skag is like a third of the screen. That's really funny.
Yeah. Well, he also. I'm also using like a regular, like, 16:9 image for him, rather than what I'm using for you, which is a fully like 1:1 square image. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
You were inside the truck
because
for
because I was alt tabbed on my screen, the truck wasn't actually there, and so I just saw the outline of like the highlighted armor on the truck before the truck was even there. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Ask me if I'm a truck.
Well, I identify as an attack helicopter.
It's got 50 tons of torque. I love seeing torque in a fucking like. I don't know. How...
Foot pounds would be the measurement that they use for torque. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be real. I still don't really understand torque. I just like saying it in like a fucking southern accent, like I'm in one of those commercials.
Yeah.
250 tons of torque.
Torque is one of those things that's actually kind of hard to wrap your head around. If you're not like really physics brained, like because it's rotational force.
I'm not based in physics, Pilt.
Yeah, torque is rotational force, which is not the same as speed or acceleration.
Oh my god, this stupid bitch. Die, holy shit.
Use it.
I had a physics teacher who would get really mad about people calling centripetal force centrifugal force. It's like, it's not centrifugal force, it's centripetal
Centripedophile.
force.
There's a woman here I have if you need a gooner.
No, I'm good.
No.
Okay. She's just hostage, I guess. That's fine. I always forget that because I have a Kickstarter, I can't have more than one gooner. Also, in more stupid shit, I don't really like, bringing up Trump just because, a lot of it is just kind of like old news, but apparently he's renaming the Kennedy Center the Trump Kennedy Center, and I think that is insulting and weird.
Yeah, you're not a Kennedy,
Like, I'm
bro.
sorry. No. Like,
If anything,
he's trying to
name it the Schwarzenegger Kennedy Center.
Honest. Well, it's like,
That's what he does, though. He puts his name on everything.
Yeah, it's tacky.
Did we all forget about Trump's? Steaks?
Yeah, I mean, they were originally Omaha Steaks, and then they became Trump Omaha Steaks, I think. Because of his days, oh my god. So I used to actually watch Celebrity Apprentice sometimes with my mom, because my mom would watch it because it was just it was funny to watch. And we watched the season that Gary Busey was on. Oh my god, comedy gold. I hate to sound ableist, but God, he's such a creature. It's hilarious.
That dude is unhinged.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah, it's almost like he's had head trauma.
I strive to be that free.
it's almost like yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I had to mention it's really funny.
But he was on
Does he
this
actually
season.
have head trauma?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was in like a car accident. That's why he looks like that.
Yeah, he had like he sustained some brain damage, I think.
Yeah, and like it is really sad.
I just thought he was like that.
I did too.
I just thought he was
I thought he
like
was
that.
a weird dude.
I only knew that he
I thought
had
he
that
was, like-
because some comedian made some like tasteless joke about it at one point. The
Oh,
reason I knew in
man.
the first place.
That's so silly. But yeah, so he was on this episode of Celebrity Apprentice where he had to basically like be like he had to pretend he was like a spokesperson for like Omaha Steaks, and he told this like convoluted story of like this father and son flying a kite, and then they like treated themselves to Omaha Steaks. And then he like was telling a story about like how like the father had a tear rolling down his cheek because he had a steak with his son. It was so fucking funny. Like he's just so fucking weird.
That sausage, where does it come
man.
from? What does it do?
Oh my lord.
That's like Jim Carrey doing a Matthew McConaughey impression for a fucking Lincoln commercial, but unironically.
It was unironic. What?
No. Like the Gary Busey one is unironic.
Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah.
assuming.
I mean, on the show it was played for laughs, but I think he was serious. Because I'm pretty sure, like the scene where they had them doing it, like there was, it was like, it was like kitchen nightmares sound effects with like, womp, 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 as he was telling the story.
Yeah, they show a Chinese restaurant and there's suddenly a sitar in the fucking mix.
No,
Or
my
shamisen.
god, it kills me. It kills me. It's so fucking funny. And then the Omaha steak.
The bunnies in the
I do still think it's funny that the soundtrack for
That's
Kitchen
a
Nightmares is
fact.
slightly racist. that just kills me, dude. That like I want to meet the person who chose the music for those that show back in the day.
Man, I need to find out that owner of that hotel and see if if I can still hire her for like a wedding and have her sing Cher songs. You're back in time.
And yet somehow the Christmas themed jacket that I'm currently wearing is less offensive to the eyes than the shit that she was wearing.
Oh god. It was pure taste. Oh my god, it's so funny.
She looked like she was straight out of Dick Van Dyke, dude. Not Dick Van Dyke, Dick Tracy.
Like bright yellow blazer.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Oop. Man, there's robots everywhere today. God damn. Speaking
Yeah,
of
damn.
clankers,
God,
welcome back.
thank you. My game kind of froze up a bit, so I'm assuming that's
arrived home.
why I roboted out.
He's arrived home.
I have arrived home. We are in the process of caravanning property from the apartment to the house. So I will let you go. I'll be back later.
Okay,
All right, good luck,
I'm
homie.
gonna hit the detonator.
Yeah,
Hit the detonator. Oh no, copyrighted music.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get fucking copyright struck. I don't even care. Fuck you,
No,
Nintendo.
it's less than 4 seconds. It's less than 4 seconds, so we're good.
I actually saw somebody. Oh my god, I saw somebody say that this year we watched obviously an obvious industry plant studio get handed
God,
Game of the
shut
Year.
up.
Meanwhile, Nintendo's actually shying, and people focus on shitting on Nintendo, who's shying away from this stuff, despite the fact that they're making games that people actually want to buy. And I'm like, no, they aren't. Like,
Who the fuck bought Donkey Kong Bonanza? I don't know anybody who's played that game.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I don't.
and I know everyone in the world, and I don't know anyone who's.
Yeah, exactly. I know 7 grillion people.
$700 billion
Grillion.
lottery.
A grillion.
A grillion.
You gonna hand me
It's gonna cost you a G.
couple of bills.
You're
gonna
some
me a couple of bills.
Gotta apologize for our AAVE after this stream.
Yeah, goddamn, I gotta do a Twitter apology.
But yeah,
I'm gonna quote Sven Vicky and be like, "Holy fuck, guys!"
Yeah, for real. I also, Sven Vicky should know better than to fucking do an interview with Jason Schreier of all people.
Yeah,
but I trust them. I trust Larry, and I don't give a shit what people have to
course.
say. I'll be there day one to buy that game, so I don't care.
Day
one of early access. If they charge me $100 for it, I'll buy it. I don't care.
Same.
I really. It gets Larian. They've earned that. Rockstar hasn't. Anyways, the people that did at Rockstar earn that aren't at Rockstar anymore. That's the problem. But yeah. Then this person I was also just laughing at this person talking about Nintendo making games people actually want to buy, and I'm like, dude, I don't go on Twitter for very long periods of time. I'm on there twice a day, once before stream and once after, pretty much. I'll once in a while I'll open it up when I'm bored and just kind of flick through a couple of posts, and then I close it and go play fucking Pokemon TCG or something. But yet, in the past month, because I follow the Nintendo of America official account on Twitter, in the past month, I've seen them post 6 times a day about Metroid Prime 4. And I'm like, how desperate are you guys to boost sales of this game if you are pushing it this hard?
On Kojima levels of posting.
Oh, yeah. What's crazy is that people are saying that there are people saying that the initial numbers of sales because they released the sales figures for Japan for the first week of Metroid Prime 4's launch. They're saying that there's some people that are saying that the sales figures don't really mean anything because it's Japan, and Metroid has historically sold very poorly in Japan compared to the West. But there's even worse, people saying that the sales numbers for the first week of Metroid Prime 4's launch are actually good numbers, and I'm like, it's a third of the numbers of what Metroid Dread sold. And that was almost shadow dropped. Metroid Prime 4 was announced years ago, and people have been waiting for this sequel for a very long time. Nobody was waiting on the follow-up. Nobody was waiting on Metroid Dread specifically. Obviously, we wanted a sequel to Metroid Fusion at some point, but after Other M, nobody was really, psyched for it. The only Metroid game that anybody was ever really excited for after Other M was if Retro Studios was going to be given another shot, which nobody thought they would. And then they finally did get another shot, and they fucking fumbled it. So don't sit here and try to tell me that the 20,000 sales or whatever it was in Japan in the first week of Metroid Prime 4's launch are actually good or even just not relevant. It's awful. It flopped, and it's clear that Nintendo is floundering because they don't know. They're just pushing this thing, and it's not like Nintendo's not able to sell games. Obviously, they are. The Switch was the second best-selling home console of all time, and it earned it. It was a good console. But it also revealed everything wrong with Nintendo in a single generation of console, and the Switch 2 didn't fix any of those problems. Not a single one of the problems that was exposed by the existence of the first Switch were fixed by the Switch 2. So it didn't sell. It's not, and I don't think it's going to do very well, honestly.
Well, and the thing is, I feel like either way, I mean, even if it doesn't do well, it's not going to change much because people are so loyal to fucking Nintendo, to a fallible point where no matter what, they're still going to succeed. Nothing's going to actually change. Ooh!
You're good.
I saw him fly over me. That was scary. it's not going to matter because they're a fucking multi-billion-dollar company. They're going to keep producing slop because people will fucking buy it no matter what. And
they've cornered the market on
fucking slime.
Yeah, they've cornered the market on busy working parents who don't have the time to keep up with the modern gaming discourse and all the constant like bullshit going on in the industry, and instead they have zero investment in any of it. They're just happy to buy the cheapest console so their kids can have something family friendly to play. And I talked about that in my.
It's not even that cheap anymore.
And it's not. It's. I think it's still cheaper than the other consoles available, but it's not by much. And honestly, you could get just a regular Steam Deck for cheaper, and have more freedom with it because it's basically a portable console. Of course, you wouldn't want to give that to your kid, or portable PC, I mean. But of course, you wouldn't want to give that to your kid because you wouldn't want them to have that level of freedom. Generally, having minors with access to unrestricted internet, really a good thing.
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Yep.
It kind of surprises me that. It doesn't surprise me. It disappoints me that kids, you know, because I feel like when I eventually have kids, I'm not going to give them a fucking smartphone before they're like maybe like 12 or 13. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give them a dumb phone.
A 10-year-old does not need an iPhone. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to give them a dumb phone
they can
turn it on
and it's going to start drooling.
Yeah, it's going to turn on and it's going to start quoting Mike from PA.
Yeah.
Actually, Asmongold is gross and doesn't shower. And I'm like, have you looked in the mirror? You look fucking disgusting, my guy. You're a creature.
Yeah, like I don't usually agree with like, you know, the fat shaming I'm seeing from, because like, you know, people are fat shaming like Frogan and stuff, and like that kind of stuff like kind of rubs me the wrong way. But then it's like you have someone like Mike from PA that's like, you know, Frogan sized, but is also making fun of someone else's appearance. Like, dude, the call is coming from inside the house, Sweaty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, and I'll be honest.
Like, you have no right to discuss someone's fucking appearance.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. This is one of the places where Cass and I kind of differ, is because I'll make fun of anything about anybody, because I don't really care. And that's like, and it's because it's what I go through, right? And you know, I was just required to fucking put up with it, put up or shut up. You get made fun of for being upset about things people say about your appearance as a guy. So I just make fun of everybody for whatever I feel like is funny. But yeah, like, I mean, that guy's a piece of shit. And Frogan in particular is really funny because it's just crazy to see a fat communist, you know? Because your existence is only possible in a society of abundance, which communism literally cannot achieve.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I also saw, this was really funny, I saw a video from Asmongold today. He was going over some screenshots from Blue Sky of people calling for him to be murdered. Which is heinous. You should never do that for anyone, no matter how much you disagree with them.
No.
A non-violent person should not be fucking killed. It's for it's just nuts. Anyways, the one of the people that was advocating for his death and stuff, and calling him a gross cretin. Yeah, go get the door. Calling for his death and stuff, saying he was gross and disgusting and doesn't shower or anything like that. One of those people was a self-admitted diaper fetish person.
Oh my god, really?
And I'm like, you're calling someone else gross. That
is so funny.
Like, that is so peak, like, lacking self-awareness. You could have had me confused for ChatGPT. I could genuinely be convinced that you were an AI. You're lacking self-awareness that much. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's so goofy. Well, and it's like with the Frogan, like, weight stuff, like, I feel like with her, like, I feel like if it was, like, you know, anybody else, like, you know, I don't like to immediately go after someone's looks. as like the first thing I make fun of. But it's like as soon as they show that they're gonna stoop to that level, I will match that energy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, ultimately,
I have that like make fun of her weight, but that's only after she said a bunch of heinous shit.
yeah, well, ultimately for me, it's just that I feel like I can be more creative than going after someone's looks, so it isn't the first thing I go for either.
Exactly.
I just don't put it as being off the table per se. I generally try to like, you know, if I'm gonna make fun of somebody, it's usually to be in good fun and usually to be to point out like legitimate flaws, right? Like if somebody's overweight, it's not necessarily a flaw. Or at least not in a way that like it's something they could correct necessarily. I don't know for sure. I will say that a lot of the discourse around weight and obesity and stuff and how it's viewed in the West and all that is a little bit disingenuous because people are like, oh, well, you don't know. They could have a thyroid issue. And I'm like, weird that none of these thyroid issues seem to be happening in Africa, in all these starving countries around the world. Weird that that's like, so much less common.
Like maybe they do, but at the same time, like with Frogan specifically, you know, she might have a fucking issue with her thyroid. But also there's the issue of her seemingly door dashing everything, which is not healthy.
No. Well, and that's the thing is that a lot of the things about Frogan's behavior come down to one single personality trait that she is inundated with, which is greed. She's a greedy person. She's or maybe gluttony even. She's just a gluttonous, greedy person that, I mean, she's sitting here crying about her rent and not getting enough subscribers while wearing custom
$120 nails.
Yeah, that are so expensive. After door dashing all her food, and I'm just like, and then turning down an opportunity to be on Caleb Hammer's show, talking about stuff. Who's offered her, you know, to give $20,000 to whatever charity she wants if she just comes on the show, and let her choose what they're allowed to talk about while she's on the show. So,
yeah, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about too, the Caleb Hammer stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure you finished what you had to say, though.
Yeah, well, I was just going to finish up by saying that she so when it comes to making fun of her weight, it just comes down to attacking the singular most prominent problem she seems to suffer from, which is like a greed and selfishness that like eats away at everything else that she stands for.
No, genuinely. And you know, it's like I've been in a position, I guess I wouldn't say similar to Frogan and stuff, but like, you know, I used to DoorDash a lot because it's just a convenience thing, but it's not the healthiest thing to do at all. And when you're like crying and complaining about, you know, in her case, self-inflicted monetary issues, you need to make important cuts in your life. I'm sorry. Is it a life or death thing if you have McDonald's or whatever? No? Then cut it out. You can do meal prepping. That stuff is usually... Gosh, it's so expensive nowadays. Mm-hmm. Like, I DoorDashed, like, when I got back from my trip, I DoorDashed, like a couple of things from Taco Bell and a coffee from Starbucks, and all of that together was like $40. Like that is when, you know, individually, if I had just gone there to those places, it would have been like half of the price, if not even more than half of or less than half of the price. Mm-hmm. But it just really frustrates me because it's like you're crying about money and having issues with money, even though, you know, part of your money issues stem from you being a hateful person that was clearly maliciously oh god, what was the term that's in the lawsuit with her now? Yeah, infringing on someone's stuff by, like, you know,
trying to hurt their livelihood.
Infringing on his copyright, basically. Yeah, and it was clear that it's malicious because you've stated that, like, oh, I'm not going to give this person views and stuff, and, you know, that whole group was very clearly doing it for malicious purposes. And then you're whining because you're a friend, which I gotta say, that person that called her out on stream was apparently a friend of hers, and good on him too for trying to hold his friend accountable. Because there are too many people that would have just been like, oh, I'm so sorry, baby, I'm so sorry this is happening to you, by the way, your nails look really pretty, blah blah blah. But he was like, you know,
Thanks,
you can't
Alex.
just be going on stream and yeah, thanks, man. What do you say?
He said that Christmas suit looks great.
Right?
Yeah, bruh.
You looking handsome. But it's just really dumb because it's like, you know, I feel like I'm talking in circles, but it's like, you know, you're whining and crying about this stuff, but then you're not willing to give up these like frivolous purchases and stuff in your life. There's like, that is something that Caleb Hammer talks about on his show a lot. And like, I've seen a lot of clips from him. I have not watched a full episode because I feel like a lot of his stuff, honestly, you can just get the gist from watching his clips. Like, for example, there was this one woman who was in like probably tens of thousands of dollars in debt, and her husband like didn't know about a lot of it, or knew about some of it, and she would spend money putting trips to like Hawaii on her credit cards and stuff, and then also buying like hundreds of dollars worth of like Labubus and stuff like that.
Yep.
Which is like,
that one.
if you are in debt, you cannot be doing that.
No.
And it's like, and it's so stupid too, because it's like, you know, she's like, oh, I want the special one. And it's like, you know, you could go to eBay and easily get the one that you want for like used for less than that. But it's just frivolous spending that you shouldn't do. And yeah, Caleb Hammer, he'll like scream at his guests. It's actually pretty funny.
Labubus weren't just a meme. No, those are a real thing.
No.
It's like modern Furbies or Beanie Babies or something like that. It's a good way to look at it. Or like even pop figures, but yeah, pop figures are like, I would say, like, while the pop figure craze was big, it wasn't like there weren't as like it wasn't as much of a focus on the collectability of them necessarily. People try to justify it by saying that, but like they didn't really do a lot of limited runs in the same way that Labubu seems to do.
No. Many of the pop figurines that are like limited runs were like ones that were released at like Comic-Con or like online exclusives, or like I know Hot Topic had a lot of exclusives and stuff, but it wasn't like they were really that rare. They just were, you could only buy them here, but they'll just keep making them as long as people want to keep buying them. And I mean, there's literally a fucking pop figure for basically everything out there.
You collect
Like, it's
payday
crazy.
masks. You thought you were dumb. No, that's not dumb. I don't think that's dumb. I mean, granted, maybe I have a problem too. I collect stupid merch like my Ocarina of Time or my Songbird Majora's Mask ocarina. Hot Topic was like, it was an alt goth kind of clothing store for a long time, or like emo scene
I
type
love
stuff.
Hot Topic, man.
But then they got more into like pop culture stuff and got kind of more sanitized, I would say. Like they still do like a lot of the sort of goth stuff, but not as much. And it is really like, I remember there when we finally got a Hot Topic here, I went in there a couple of times, and like there was just fucking Bendy and the Ink Machine merch everywhere. It was that and like Five Nights at Freddy's were like the big ones that were like just covering the store, and there were like band tees on like the wall in the back corner. But other than that, it was entirely just like the Rick and Morty shit everywhere, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, and
it's
like,
not the worst thing ever, but
like,
like, yeah, it wasn't the worst thing ever because there was Alchemy, which was a smaller like independent run store here, like local store here that literally like did not have an identity. They were just like this white out interior, like nothing, no decoration really, and then both walls just pop figures. And they had other stuff in there too, but they didn't really go into all of it. They were just like, we only really make money from the pop figures, so let's just add more pop figures. And then they couldn't afford the rent in the largest mall in North America. Imagine that. So they had to leave. They had to shut down this branch.
That's sad.
You don't have subculture stores here?
No, I'm
there?
thinking
That
of a different
sucks.
one. Where does Fowl live again?
Germany, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we have like we just have so much shit here, and I mean there's a lot of cool stuff. It's crazy how much Asian stuff has started to come over in the past like decade or so. And we already have.
I
a
mean,
lot
the
when I moved
boo-boos
here,
are from China, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but we have like full on Japanese stores and stuff.
And that makes me so happy.
Popping up. It's crazy. Yeah, he says he lives in Germany, Switzerland, but quite rural. Yeah, so I live in a provincial capital in Canada. We have the largest mall in North America here. It's huge. Like it has an indoor swimming
cannot
pool
wait
with
to see it.
like a wave pool with like a full water park basically indoors. It has a full indoor theme park with like roller coasters and shit. We have a big pirate ship in the middle of the mall. We have Bourbon Street, which is just they took out all the good decorations and it's just kind of like sanitized as well. They used to have like a big jester statue on Bourbon Street. And they got rid of it. Yeah, it's so dumb.
No, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Come on,
We have an indoor
man.
skating rink here. We have an indoor aquarium with like fish and penguins and a bunch of shit like that.
I love aquariums.
Yeah. There's a hotel that's built onto the mall as well, which is just huge. Yeah, I mean that's like a mall is because I'm from like small town rural Illinois in the U.S. and so I'd seen some big stuff because obviously America is the biggest consumer culture pretty much on the planet. So of course we still had stuff in our rural town that was like that, but we usually had to travel if we wanted to go see something really you know insane like that. Like we didn't have a mall in my hometown or anything like that. Well, we had like a strip mall, which isn't really the same, but
Not quite, but
yeah. And then I moved here, and this city only has 750,000 people. I think it's getting close to 1 million now, but maybe like some. Yeah, I think we're like 850,000 or 900,000 people now. But yeah, it's like it's not that big of a city, but we still have just insane stuff here. It's wild. And that's not the only mall we have in the city either, because we have that's West Edmonton Mall. We also have like we have City Center Mall, which is it's a mall, but it's separated because it's in the middle of the downtown core. Instead of taking up multiple blocks and blocking off roads and stuff, it actually like exists like in tandem with the downtown like grid structure of the roads. So it's like it's like multiple layers of like multiple floors of this mall will be in one building on this one block, and then you have to go through like a skywalk or an underground walkway to get to the another part of the mall which has multiple floors, and then you go to another skywalk or underground area. And yeah, only 750K. This is actually considered a small city. People are like, oh, you only have 750,000 people. You don't even have 1 million people. That's crazy. And I'm like, I don't know. It feels big. You have 1.6 mil. Holy shit! Yeah.
I just looked it up. So I live in the Phoenix area in Arizona. I did not know they had that many people. That is insane.
That is wild.
1.6 mil.
300K, but it's a glorified town. Yeah, because like my hometown was 30,000. Or no, sorry, my hometown is 10,000 people roughly. When I left it, I moved to a town of closer to 30,000 people before I moved to Canada. But that town only had that many people during the school season because we had a university in the town, so people would move there for school and then move away. And yeah, no store there open after 8 p.m. Yeah, we roughly roll up our sidewalks around 6 o'clock here, usually. There's some places that are open later, but generally speaking, like you're not gonna find shit on the weekends that's open late, except for bars. And even those have a closing time because of the liquor commission. You have to be closed by 2:30 a.m. or 2 o'clock a.m. I don't want to say 2:30. Hometown is 3,000. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the town that I live in. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so I just looked it up too, and the town. So I live now in a city that has 1.6 million people in. Even though I'm technically a suburb, I think it's counting everybody in that whole area. And because it's like like a 20-mile radius, I think. And then the town that I lived in was a college town in California, whose population was around 60,000. 60,000 with students, and then like 40,000 without.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's crazy too because like I was born in a town of about 10,000 people roughly, and then we moved to a town of 500 people, very small town, like blink and you miss it type of town almost. The German equivalent is Die Gesteige Hochklappen. I hope I pronounced it right. It's been a while since I tried to pronounce them German.
Die Gesteige Hochklappen.
I've always been bad at the CH in German because it's like ich. And it's like kind of halfway between ch and
ich bin ein Berliner.
Yeah. But I'm also one of those like crazy autists who corrects people on Rammstein lyrics. They'll be like, "Oh, this song is this song means you are what you eat," and I'm like, kind of, kind of, because they do double entendres a lot in Rammstein music. Okay, pretty good pronunciation. Okay, it's not bad. Learning German permanently fucked up my English as well a little bit. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because it would be Hochklappen.
Hochklappen.
Gesteige Hochklappen. Yeah, Rammstein's writing is really, really cool. But yeah, I was referencing Mein Teil, was my favorite song by them. Well, no, I think Kinda Lust has probably eclipsed it at this point. Kinda Lust is peak. It's so good. It's so good. That's a band I would see live. There's not many bands, like I love music. I'm a huge music lover, but there's actually not a lot of bands that I listen to that I would see live. Even my favorite band of all time,
because a lot of them are really not great live.
Yeah, like System. I wouldn't see System live.
System of a Down.
Every time I've seen live footage, I'm like, they're bad. They're bad. Rammstein I would see because they actually put on a show. Ghost I would see. I would go to a Ghost ritual because Ghost is awesome. They are there to put on a show. I also love that like Ghost puts on like Ghost writes albums. They don't just write a bunch of music and then amalgamate it onto an album. There's nothing wrong with doing it that way, but I like that Ghost does write albums and then ties it into the lore as well of the band. That's so interesting. Being German fucked up your English. That's funny. Both of those songs are nowhere near close to their lyrical brilliance. Yeah. Pink Pop 1 and Hurricane 5. Yeah, I've heard all of my friends who've been to see System of a Down concerts have said that they're amazing live. But all of those friends who've told me that were blackout drunk at those concerts and also probably dropped certain hallucinogenics and stuff like that or psychedelics. Because like I just had a ton of friends who were like that. And I love System of a Down. I really do. And loving System of a Down is one of the reasons I don't like Hassan Piker, because I know that he would hate them. But yeah, System of a Down, just every time I've seen any live footage of them, I don't know if it's just when they're being recorded or not, but like whenever there's live footage of them, they're so fucking bad. They don't sound like a band at all. And I'm so used to seeing stuff from like Within Temptation or like Nightwish, who has those like crazy, like they're just so in time with each other. They're so like tight as a group. But I made the Tristan Spring, Donna Kinder, Haifisch. SOAD is your top three. Yeah, my number one favorite band of all time is the Gorillaz. I love the Gorillaz to death. I'm a huge metalhead, but the Gorillaz always have a special place in my heart. But performance-wise, I don't know if I'd want to see them. I might take the chance if I had it. They don't generally come here, but if I had the chance to see them, I probably still would do it. But you know, I've seen, and I've only been to a handful of concerts in my whole life. Anyways, my first concert was Uncle Cracker at a state fair or county fair. I think it was a county fair, down like years and years ago. And then I saw U2 because someone had some extra tickets, so I saw them live. I saw Nightwish. Nightwish was incredible. That was the Florian.
I would want to see that too.
Yeah. Then I've seen Santana live. Santana was great. His opening act was kind of okay. I'd never heard of them. Michael Fratelli and Spearhead, I think. Hi, Kiryu. Welcome to the chat. We're just talking about music right now, apparently.
Kiryu.
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 Yeah. I fucking love
The
Yakuza.
Bakami Thai guy watches us? Oh my god.
The Bakami Thai guy.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You don't think he needs help with that sentence? That's funny. Tomorrow will be a Death Wish stream, by the way, since it's the deadline.
Really?
Day. Yeah, we're gonna do a Death Wish stream, I think.
Shit. Okay, here we go. I gotta make sure I'm prepped.
Yeah, you gotta
have a white
crack the
monster
knuckles.
ready.
Hi, best buddy. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Give me a paw.
Oh, what's he doing?
I got a treat for you. You can have this treat because you gave me a paw. See, when my dog moves around, instead of you can't yawn while you're trying to eat it, dude. There we go. See, when my dog moves around, instead of shocking him, I give him treats. Hey, best buddy.
Yeah. The only place he deserves is in my fucking lap.
Yeah. Oh, he would jump in your lap too, because that's what he's about.
I love big dogs that think they're lap dogs. Like I love that.
He's looking at he's got his paw on my arm and he's staring at the other half of the treat that I have in my other hand.
Oh.
You gonna look at me? Hey, look at me.
That is my son. He's such a good boy. I love it.
You hate YouTube purely because they put their album on your iPhone 4S. Well, that's your fault for buying an iPhone. But yeah, there's a couple of U2 songs I like, but I hate Bono. I think The Edge is a bit pretentious, but you can keep that. You know?
Bono is a traitor to the Irish people.
You gonna give me a high five?
Give my son a kiss for me.
That's from Cass. You rat bastard.
Oh.
Yeah,
I really hope he likes me.
oh, he will.
Oh, I love him.
Sweet boy. Oh.
I always wonder if like he'll somehow fucking recognize the couple times that he's heard my voice. I don't think he would, but
I don't know, maybe.
that'd be really cool, honestly.
Yeah, I've got this. I got this Samsung with this badass case. I like that case a lot. And yeah, it is actually wood. You could, if you dyed your hair black, you could literally be an MCR member. That's great. I used to dye my hair black. I have pictures of it somewhere. But everyone told me I looked like Hitler, so I stopped doing it. That's actually not why I stopped doing it, but it's because I wanted to grow my hair out longer, and I don't want to spend the money on keeping my hair black all the time at this length. It's crazy.
Yeah. See, the only problem, because like I've dyed my hair a couple times, but I haven't dyed it black yet because my friend warned me because we have similar hairstyles, and she was like, "Just be careful if you dye your hair black because when your roots start to grow in, you'll start to look like you're balding because it's so much lighter." And I'm like, "Yeah, but like, I would love black hair, but I've got dirty blonde."
They should.
I do miss my blue hair, honestly.
They should have they should have a deep dark mode in Payday 2. What do you think?
I'm sorry, a what?
Deep dark mode. Just
Like with the skull?
No, like Night Rain.
Oh.
Yeah, no. See, that's one thing too. So like, I have really long hair, right? But I have this whack ass hairline. Which is kind of weird, but what's crazy about it is like you would think it's because I'm getting older or something, and then I'm just losing my hair. I've had this hairline since I was a kid. It's just always been this way. And my dad had the same hairline, and he never lost his hair. I mean, granted, he didn't live very long. He lived to 58. Yeah, 58. But then my granddad, his dad, also, I mean, he lived to 88, and he also never lost his hair, but he also didn't have this hairline. Sadly, he was lucky he had a nice low hairline.
That's so funny. You just have that widow's peak.
Yeah, I'm straight out of Dracula flow, you know.
The worms are back.
I hope them aliens are real, so I got more things to fuck. You also have the McDonald's hairline. That's awesome.
McDonald's hairline.
Have you because you live in Germany? Have you heard it called McDoof? Because I've heard that when I was taking German, they always told us that they make fun of McDonald's by calling it McDoof. And I always thought that was funny because like just the word "doof" cracks me up. That's a great word. But I mean, that was also the era when Schnee Schna Schnappy was the fucking top of the charts in Germany.
Oh my god!
Like, what a weird country. That's a place I would love to visit. Actually, is Germany. Germany seems really fun.
Same.
Just to visit, at least. There's a guy that comes into our Discord from time to time who did go to Germany fairly recently, but you call it Schachtel.
Well, he got his degree.
Schachtelvet? Yeah.
It's so funny. You want to learn the first German word I ever learned?
What's that?
Schweinhund. Schweinhund.
Doesn't translate well, yeah. Like chutzpah. Chutzpah is another a Yiddish word. Doesn't transfer very well. It doesn't translate very well to English. I think it's Yiddish, right?
Chutzpah, yeah.
How does a Jew make his tea?
Oh no.
He brews it. You got beer and fog. That's about it. Phallic says it's a great first word, Cass.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I don't even really know what it means. I think it just means like idiot or something, like Schweinhund, because it's like it means like a dog that like hunts something. But I thought that was pretty funny.
I don't even know what the first German word I learned was. Probably Auf Wiedersehen, to be honest.
Auf Wiedersehen. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome.
And then, of course, you have that like when you're learning another language, you have that like sort of like you get into that headspace where you start noticing things you didn't notice before about stuff. So it was only after I took German that I suddenly started seeing German everywhere in everything. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, and that was like right after I graduated from high school, I think, that Volkswagen started using the Das Auto slogan in their commercials over here, and I was like, it feels cringe to me. Like that felt cringe. If Alex says Schweinehunds means so much more.
Oh my god, wait, what does it mean?
Of course you can use it as an insult, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't actually. We never. Of course, I was in high school, so we didn't really learn that word. But I don't even know if I know what it means. But der innere Schweinehund translates to that inner lazy dog in you that prevents you from doing stuff which you have to overcome. Rammstein would call that something else.
Schweinehund in me.
Rammstein would call that a kind of lust.
I got that Schweinehund
bringing it full
in
circle.
me.
That's why they pay me the big bucks, and by big bucks I mean literally nothing, because I'm not an affiliate yet.
I got that German Shepherd in me, bro.
I got that Doberman in me.
I got that Schweinhund in me. That Schweinhund. Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that.
That's awesome.
That makes it so much better. Oh, amazing.
I got that lazy dog in me.
I got that dog in me.
All right, so I'm gonna raid somebody. I'm gonna raid another Payday streamer because I don't know anybody in the Payday community other than people who come into my chat. So,
is there anyone else streaming Payday right now?
yeah, there's a few people streaming Payday too. So,
Wait.
kind of list is about that phrase. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I identify with that song so much, is because it is so much about like depression and that kind of lack of will to do anything with your life and with your day even, and it leading to kind of a cycle of that. I think that's. I just thought that was really cool. Schweinhund translates to pig dog, literally.
Yeah, that's funny.
But that ain't that good. Yeah, on its own, it's not that good. There's more you can do. All right, let's raid this VTuber Molly Kuehl. I only just got the name.
Let's do it.
Joke. That's funny. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming. We'll be back tomorrow to raid the DOJ again, probably, and also talk about the files because they'll be coming out tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have something to look at, and we'll see you then.